But yeah, don't worry too much about spoiler talks. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, you don't really need to worry about that. Like, it's an interesting topic. Oh well, actually, yeah, I think this place is where it was in the cutscene earlier, where the guy lost his childhood friend. Oh, so you haven't been talking about the plot of Endwalker's much in 14? Right. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are doing as well, because you never know, a lot of players are still on like very early part of the game. Gee, that's a convenient place to have a shop set up. Still chat with Marv, so I have to keep my mouth closed. Oh, so where's Marv and his partner? What's her name? Where are they in the MSQ, by the way? These are really not better. I think some of them are the same items. These are worth buying, I suppose, because I don't have enough for everyone though. Wow, this is expensive. I don't have enough to buy this. Let me just buy a couple of these and move on. I didn't do much side quests, so I'm kind of poor. I said I was going to like do some off stream, but never managed to. Okay. Everyone got 3 slots of armor and the accessory. Yeah, it's a lot for the full party. Oh, Zayla. Oh, Zayla's all down and Marv is still on Stormblood? I'm guessing Zayla must like play a lot more than Marv. Okay, let's make something. I feel like there's going to be a fight, a boss fight incoming. Stinky tofu. I don't have seasoning sauce, so I cannot make stinky tofu. So yeah, apparently, because you always get like friends like in 14 who's still working on it, who's way behind even, like Marv. Oh, Yeah, nice of you to help them with the rescue sometimes. Oh, let me see, what should I make? Rice cake, dumpling. Let's make some dumplings. Fruits and lettuce. Okay.
先填饱肚子再说。
Oh, it looks really good.
自家里包饺子，有时会放一枚钱币进去，据说吃到的人会有好运气。
Oh, they put a coin in the dumplings.
现在不知道。
So if you accidentally
因为我们身上
ate
没什么
that
钱。
dumpling, like it means good luck. But I mean, at the same time, I hope like you don't choke on the coin that's been placed in the dumpling filling. That would be like, that would turn like good luck into tragedy. I mean, if you choke on it. I hope Twitch do. But yeah, like if you place a coin in dumpling, like usually it's done in home cooking. Like it's never a good idea to like if you are selling dumplings, like if you're a restaurant to place anything like that in the filling, that would be disastrous. But yeah, it's done in like a home cooking setting, and I guess it's a good idea to have everyone know that there's coin in some of the dumplings. So they wouldn't crack the tooth, like you said. Wait, why did I just... Oh my god.
束手就擒。
Accents are ridiculous.
万木逢春。
This guy is gonna heal over time. 1 HP. But yeah, it's like, to be honest, like it's something that people do in real life in China, but I think it's more northern tradition, a northern like Chinese custom, I guess. I don't think it's done where I live. I still double check olives for pits. Yeah, good idea. Like everybody's like accidentally bit into like pits at some point in their life. I'm guessing.
太平妖物，不可不小心。
Whoa! This like regular monsters are kicking our ass.
黑洞九天，
在这儿，
Jeez, this is not looking good. coal is a good idea. Like, oh, do you mean the kind of olive that come already without pit? Huh? Hello, Rock. Sorry, I don't think I can pronounce your name. Rock. I can't pronounce that, sorry. Not for eating like lottery means people who get the coin wherever it's on. Yeah, it seems to be a custom like that. Of course, like, you're not supposed to eat the coin. NJ, okay, I'll call you NJ then. Wait, is this first time I see you? I'm sorry if I forgot your name. Yeah, thanks for checking out my stream. Just still very low on HP. Let me use some healing items. Wow, we're getting ganged up again. So, are you Chinese, NJ? Is that like you're familiar with that costume? Oh, yeah, like, they mentioned that, like, they put one coin in one of the fillings, so, yeah, I know, like, there's no way they would put, like, Northern Chinese would put coins in every dumpling. That would be... That would be like a practical joke or something, like really mean joke. Also, you are Chinese? I see. Yeah, I'm Chinese too. It's just like I'm not from the northern part of China, so that costume it's not something I'm familiar with. It's just those guys, I mean, party members were talking about it, so... Even these, like, small monsters are giving me so much anxiety. Don't like I'm kind of questioning if it was a good idea to like play on the highest difficulty. I feel like the way they made the highest difficulty was just so that you're basically like you can only take a couple hits. Both have we done Americans learn to not stick things on edible in food. Jeez. Lawsuit? I mean, you might get sued in China as well, though, if you sell dumplings and then like you put even just one coin into it. It's like the party members here mentioned it's done in a family cooking setting, so just imagine like it's. I mean, since everyone's family and everyone knows that's a coin in one of the dumplings, it's not going to lead to losses, I think. But yeah, like, never a good idea to put it in dumplings when you're selling dumplings. Oh, getting gunned up again. Ah! Oh my god. This is insane. It's like... These chubby faces are going to wipe the entire party from the look of it. Oh my god, are you kidding me? 1 HP again. I'll just mind on my own business instead of like messing with those chubby fishes.
这可是疗伤圣品，剩一口气都能救回来。可惜，当时没找到。
阿勇，
Huh?
你怎么还在这里？
There's no way. He's...
快
There's
走！
no way.
这里很危险。
莫大哥，
他只是游魂，并且被大量毒物的怨念侵蚀，
Yeah,
已经不是他自己。
快打！
seriously,
他刚刚还
you'd never want to do something like that in a business, like restaurant setting. For sure, NJ.
月姑娘，
Elden... Oh, you're playing Elden Rainbow? I wanna hear
只
complaints.
有办法让莫大哥清醒过来。
好的，好的。
Huh? You're playing Elden Ring? You don't want to hear complaints?
帮我拖住莫大哥。
Wait, this is supposed to be a boss fight like from the combat?
先击破他。
For some reason, his childhood friend is being trapped here?
来吧，
气疗术，
Some instant damage. I'm kind of regretting for not doing the side quests earlier. This is not looking good.
交给我。
Let's try to revive Red Shu. Elden Ring is as pounding I wanted. Yeah, I figured. I mean, people play Elden Ring for that. I'm like,
嘿，
I feel like this game's not too far off when you put it on like the highest difficulties. It just feels like a little bit unreasonable sometimes compared to Elden Ring. Like with Elden Ring, I guess for the most part, it's your own fault sometimes. A lot of the times at least when you die. But in this game, like the last boss fight literally took me 2 hours. Not really like exaggerating. I'm out of blue bars, so let me see. But yeah, and I'm sure like Bo was mostly just kidding. What's the other resurrection? I thought I have another one. Okay.
气疗术，
Seriously. I know there's some patterns, so if I die to the boss, I'll have to like keep retrying for now. This voice really hurt. It's not really telegraphed. I think where they're going to hit me. This part where they spill out poison seems to be, but this attack is easy to dodge.
神木斩，
This is getting out of control. I'm blame myself for my death. Elden Ring, it's when the game is well designed, the player get that feeling where you could have avoided that death, stuff like that. Okay, well we have one person left. Let me just use this and revive everyone. I probably wouldn't be able to clear this in just one try, but I feel like I probably should be using ranged characters. Oh my god. Let me just lower the last save. It's not looking good. I hope I don't get stuck in a boss fight for 2 hours again. Oh, let's see. I have to. Wait.
气疗术。
Okay, everything's full right now. Wait. I loaded the wrong save. I think that's an auto save that's closer to where I am right now. So yeah, how's Elden Ring going for you? Have you finished a playthrough yet? Wait, huh? Oh, this is starting from here again. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to I feel like at this point it's getting a little bit ridiculous. So, expert mode. Jeez. Highest difficulty plus expert mode, quote unquote. I don't want to imagine that. Am I able to adjust the difficulty? Because right now it's getting a little bit ridiculous. I'm getting easily murdered by simple monsters. Doesn't seem like I get to adjust the difficulty, so I have to do my best. But how the monsters work, maybe ranged characters would do better. Oh my god. It's just coming straight for me. said it's fun. I'm trying to avoid guides, so 130 hours and still haven't beaten it. Oh, interesting. Because I heard there's a lot of content, so makes sense. If you're trying to do a lot of exploration, makes sense it would take that long. Plus, like the grinding, like people say you don't need to grind, but some grinding does make it like you can make more interesting builds from what I've seen. I haven't played it yet, but does seem like if you grind some levels, you get to like have more stuff to play with. Just give me a second, I'm messing with Twitch app. Okay. I'll have to save more often. Huh? Jeez. I loaded it instead of saved. Oh god. Sorry. Oh, I guess I have to load again. I loaded a save from way back. Jeez. Both said I went to my buddy's house to visit him and his family. He made me beat boss and he hadn't even thought. If I wanted to say how you do it, so he would know the strategy when he gets the. I'm guessing. It's getting out of hand. Even these regular ads are able to like just two-shot you. Both said it was fun playing fake uncle for a day until he got back. 201 season's third-party program? What do you mean? Only got hit in the dick. What? Only got hit by. What happened? Jeez.
Hey.
Just mean to overwrite an older save, but it. Another one is dying to in the game many times in the same position monster boss. You'll see the options. And, we're talking about Elden Ring, MJ.
归元，
Just. Don't seem to use any tail before the attack. So. Huh? Wait, what? They made me get on the trampoline P3 yelled, jumped on my crotch. Are you serious? Oh my god. Trampoline and oh jeez. Oh, and that. And are you talking about Sword and Fairy 7? This game I'm playing now, or Elden Ring? Dying like many times in same location. I think it reminds to about. Oh yeah, I did say the option to lower the difficulty the last time. I was like getting stuck at that boss for 2 hours, but I didn't change. I didn't lower the difficulty that time, so I'm still on the highest difficulty right now. I have no idea how I managed to beat that last boss. It's okay, it's just some confusion in what the other is talking about. Can I get a quick save at all? I just stay at a distance and watch. I think this device. The tail is. The device shaking, is it? But it does shake a lot and constantly. Why don't they just get away after a few attacks end? Hello, Salamas. And yeah, so thanks for the info, NJ. I was trying to find out if I can change the difficulty in the menu, but yeah, thanks for letting me know. I must have played this game before. This is my first playthrough, so plus I saved everything for the stream, so I'm not sure, I might even be a little bit under leveled. Wow. Gee, thanks so much for the gifted sub. Well, you really don't have to though. Really appreciate it, nonetheless. Oh my god. Wonder is not doing so well. So far it doesn't look like crazy hard, but I'm sure that's going to be some ridiculous mechanics I have to deal with later. Yeah, you're too kind, Bo. Looks like I just have to not get greedy with the melee attacks on the guys. I think I should deal with this thing first. Oh dear Sangyo friend died despite the healing. anyways, how are you doing, Cyrus? There's 2 guys now. This thing.
气疗术，
来吧，
Just feel so afraid when we were close to that fight. Nice kill. Yeah, I should save some attack magic on the boss itself. Both I have no idea how to choose so random. You're welcome. Yeah, so gifting.
来吧，
I think gifting subs is always random. So you can choose. Also, like both Cyrus himself is a streamer as well. So he's been appearing in my stream. He's been in my chat sometimes. I'm having some internet issues right now. Okay, I'm back. Oh, you're writing, Sonorous? I see. Yeah, thanks for the support. I mean, I hope it's not too much of a distraction. Anyways, let's keep going. I had some internet problem for a second.
我还跟你坚持。
Oh, give me a second. Jeez. Yeah, thanks, Bo. You've been giving me the most support so far with the gifted subs.
我一定会救你出来。
This is not looking good again. Should I use this on Shou right now? Maybe not. Shou. See. Give this to him.
烈火毒物纠缠很深，已经失去自我。
Jeez, my Twitch app keeps having problems. Yeah, like so I met Bo in Final Fantasy XIV. We were in the thing for FC for a while.
绝对要帮他恢复。
Healing spell is still not out of CD. I'm just waiting for this. Oh my god. So again, also got snapped. Insane. Only dare to like smack this thing twice before it dance away. This has got so much range. I'm poisoned. What should I do? I'm close though. I think I need to deal with this thing that's been spitting out poison first, because it's the most annoying. It's basically attacking anything in this arena. Yeah, this one doesn't seem to be super difficult. Yeah, like, it's been probably half a year or more, right? When we were in the same FC together. Oh, it's been a while. So his childhood friend is still alive? And he's still a kid? He's still a teenager? But
已经过去4年。
how does this work?
4年。
Like,
已经这么久了。
wait, he's basically frozen in time? Now he's alive again.
意识大多时候迷迷糊糊，如行尸走肉游荡，仿佛噩梦一般。
So, well, at least he's still alive.
不是梦，
Jeez.
是真的已经。还是我？以你的修为，明明可以活下来的，为什么不珍惜自己的生命？你知道我和小姑姑伤心了多久吗？
Well,
你是她唯一的亲人。
yeah, from the look of it, NJ, he's frozen in time, right? Like, Monian used to be like 4 years ago, older than this Sangyo guy, but after 4 years, he's basically frozen in time and
你不是走啊，
he's not aged at all,
走，
and
撇不掉一滴眼泪。
he's not like grown up like Sangyo is. I have no idea, like, is he really still alive or something? But from the look of it, doesn't look like he's a ghost.
那我就再无遗憾了。
Huh? Wait, okay, he's not alive.
他还好吗？
Sorry, I was reading a lot of the stream chat instead of like listening to the
我脾气还是那
dialogues.
样。
Yeah, sorry
他们
about
都
that.
是
Okay.
一定是你总惹他生气。我留在这里，只是想再看他一眼。
Oh.
这么些年，
Oh, don't apologize for making tea, really, Cyrus.
不知道为什么，感觉到他，我就会恢复意识。我躲着他，偷偷地看着他。这
That is so sad.
哎呦，若我真的投胎转世，
Both said have same mom. It's not kinda to some degree, but it's not sugar mom. Jeez, what
小
do I?
姑姑她已经成亲了。
So Monian was. He actually had feelings for,
那个人
and he like Sangyo Santi, and now he gets to find out something like this.
哎呦，也让你担忧
I。suppose they did that sound effect on Monian's voice, so it
虽然我不在你身边，
yeah, I guess he's supposed to be a ghost now.
不过看来你也有了很好的伙伴。这很好，
Oh well, at least it's closure. Seriously, I thought it's still alive. Sad, sad.
很好。
Yeah, that FC was something. Oh wow. Oh god. Like all the way through until now, like that's nothing. The game never tried something like that. Like now it's trying to make me cry. I guess, yeah, he gets a closure in the end, or else, like, he might be thinking of it till the end of his
想哭就
days.
哭出来吧。好些了吗？
Back then, in that
接下来的事
FC, like, mostly I
许
just
我一个
did
人
some officer work for them and
一件小
also did some
你没问
like,
题的。
event organization, not that much. But
我等你。
back then I was really into like this kind of social stuff in 14, not so much anymore. Also, I'm really glad this boss is not nearly as hard as the last one. Huh? Both said I was recruited for looking like a slut mom to me. I'm not sure what you mean. Did they really recruit you for this reason? That's no way. Okay. Oh, okay. I can't save. Oh, that's annoying. So go to the center of Duzhang Spring
独占全野，
alone. What's his plan?
终于，这次我一定可以。
But yeah, like I played this game fully on stream, so a lot of the time, like I do have to like talk to chat often, so I might have missed some of, actually a lot of the dialogues. Interesting place. Yeah, you were a cat boy. It's sexy cat boy. But now you're like
您就是负责
Bunny
全手
boy
试炼的
now.
魏叔大人。
然也，余为灵枢木卫，伴毒瘴而生，守护毒瘴之存在。试炼者，汝之能力、心性由毒瘴辨明，
Oh,
汝可否接任全守，将于此战中揭示。
tell us what
余已等候4载，
is
汝心智可以决。
这
this a trial again for that
绝不会逃避。
spring guards thing? So this guy's determined to. Oh my god! I'm gonna have to solo this with this character alone.
用剧毒攻击，
Oh, this is healing. I see.
试试看攻击毒草，
I
引剑上毒吧。
actually had no idea which exact. Huh? Wait, did I heal the
前面
boss?
的毒草药性很强，若是用剧毒攻击，或许魏叔就不能恢复体力了。试试看攻击毒草，或引剑上毒吧。
He's telling me to use some kind of poison.
前面的毒草药性很强，若是用剧毒攻击，或许魏叔就不能恢复体力了。 试试看攻击毒草，
This is to stop the boss
就能这
from
么倒下的，
regenerating.
找个地方躲过去。
上善若水，时而游之，
So,
不如其己。毒亦药，
did that do
药
anything?
毒，
Oh,
药毒之格，存于心。全手责
that
任重
didn't stop anything at all.
兼备，心性正直。
The only way to interact with these is to destroy them. Do I have to like destroy all of those herbs? Oh yeah, I got a buff. I'm guessing this is the one. Is this helping with everything? Boss is still recovering health. Villanova? I don't see. No wonder that last boss was kinda easy. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I don't think that did anything either. So, like, I used to be really social while playing Final Fantasy 14. That's why I was doing officer stuff, but I'm kinda like, after some dramas in 14, I think I'm kinda over it. I still have no idea if I'm doing it right. Oh, hello, Shiggy. Oh, hi, Shiggy. Thanks for the raid. Like, how far did you make in story so far? Don't tell me you've already finished it. I'm not so sure if I'm doing it right. Am I supposed to like lure the boss? Oh, close to the poison, right? I'll try that. Oh, let me read the chat. I just did side quests. I decided to hold off the final dungeon. Yeah, sure. Like, I don't want to miss it. The end of that game. Yeah. Oh, like, I'll go watch. We'll stream that for sure. Huh? Wait. Gee, you really don't have to bow, Gee. You've gifted, like... Gosh. Wait, are you trying to get me to play a horror game? Like I... Jeez. But yeah, thanks so much for the support, Bo. Oh, probably do sneaky. Huh? Sneaky? What do you mean? I just need to destroy the poison plants when I'm close to the boss. When it's close to the boss, did that do anything? Also, I have no idea why I only get to use one party member. Probably only he can do it. Hello, hi Vivet. Oh god. Yeah, are you trying to get me to like play the horror game, Bo? Guess I think like I'm not sure if I can like check sub count on mobile app, but I think I'm close at this point. You really don't have to do that. I mean, it's not exactly cheap to get subs. The boss is still just keeps recovering. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. Huh? Not sure you'd ever ask for that. That scared me. I saw it. Like, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean, Bo? But yeah, like the horror guy games thing, it's the goal I set for like 15 subscribes. I mean 15 subscribers. So I'm seriously not sure if I'm doing it right. How do I target? Okay. Why does that plan take so many hits? Antonio Tisa, do you have a horror game in mind? So, yeah, I do have something in mind. So, it's probably not something you guys have heard of. this Outer Wilds game is what I'm thinking about. So I've already beaten the base game, but I mean some months ago. Yeah, it's September 2021. That's like half a year. But yeah, the DLC is a lot of horror elements. So it's kind of shame I never played the base game like on stream, because all the discovery and all the like scary stuff and also amazing plots and everything. I mean, you can only experience it once, but yeah, my internet, jeez. But yeah, like Echoes of the Eye, it's a lot of horror elements, and Shiki kind of questioned if it's actually a horror game. It definitely like goes above and beyond. I mean, I'm not cheating this, seriously. So yeah. And also it looks like Celarus playing Outer Wilds as well. He's on my friend list and it says he played it. Let me see. Terrible is horror. I'm just scaredy Mary. I see. I mean, it's probably a little bit easier watching somebody else playing it. Devour? Wait, you guys actually planning to do Devour? Content 18 said, oh, I heard of Outer Wilds. I keep mixing it up with Outer Wilds. Huh? Wait. Outer Worlds? Devour. Oh, Outer Wilds and Outer Worlds. Yeah, they're really different games. Outer Worlds is something. It's an RPG that remind people of Fallout. They're really different. Outer Wilds is a lot of space exploration. They build a whole solar system that's constantly being simulated, all the physics and everything. I'm doing okay with it. It's raining a lot lately where I live. Shinpan said if Candy doesn't want to play, then Mini's hobby is available. Do you guys really want to play Devour? I actually have no idea. Devour, I think you guys mentioned that at some point, right? Just when I thought I got past that last boss, now there's another. How do I lock on that? I do think I'm supposed to just shoot at the plants when the boss gets close. You played Devour before? I see. Yeah, sure, if you want to send a clip. Oh, it was when you first learned how to stream? Oh. That goes way back then. I mean, I have no idea how, you probably started streaming before I did, I'm guessing. Oh, I it's okay. I mean, I set the subscriber goal, so when it reaches 15 subs. What am I doing? Some horror games? Can just wouldn't release the poison. Oh, I think it's poisoned. I can see the poison effect, those purple bubbles. Okay, I just gotta rinse and repeat the same thing. I think I'm supposed to do damage, right? Am I? Yep, does look like I need to be doing damage right now. Now let me pause and read the chat. Both setup. Fair. And that's good. I have to go and do stuff today when I don't want to. Oh, is that work related again? Take care though. I mean, you just recovered from like food poisoning and the cold, right? Just take care. Oh, you started streaming around September last year. I see. So I think about 3 months before I started. Interesting. Oh god, it's starting to heal again. It's already healed all the damage back. That sucks. So yeah, both of us are still new streamers. Come on, just get closer.
草药性很强，若是用剧毒攻击，或许魏叔就不能恢复体力了。试试看攻击毒草，先上毒吧。
Yeah, Twitch. I'll check the video you sent me later. Like, this Twitch app kind of keeps having problems.
或许魏叔就不能恢复体力了。试试看攻击毒草，先上毒吧。
Oh jeez! Ah! Give me a second, actually, let me check subscribe count. You really don't have to, like, Bo. At this point, I feel like you're intentionally trying to get me to play horror game. Let me check my sub count. My channel. I'm not sure if the Twitch app lets me check something like that. Oh, weird. Because me checking this browser, I guess. My laptop is struggling handling the streaming, so just checking this might lead to some like freezes in my stream. me check. Sorry, this is taking a while. Where's that? Creator dashboard. Okay. I actually don't have Twitch open. Let me see. Oh! I have 9 subscribers right now, so still some. It's okay though. I'll get that eventually, and I'm glad I don't have to do it like immediately. Okay. Okay. It looks like I dodged a bullet for now. Yeah, I just checked it. It's still missing a few, so it's okay. Like I'll get that. Like I'll get that eventually.
攻击毒草，引剑上毒吧。
Someone destroyed that plant. Yeah, sorry, I got really distracted checking out. I really don't like Twitch app because of this reason, because there's just so little they're giving like streamers. If you use Twitch app, like Twitch mobile app, it's just so basic with everything. Like you don't even have the commands for things like making surveys, run ads, this kind of stuff. You have on, the browser, stream manager. It's so bad. Oh, I see. Yeah, thanks so much for all the gifted subs today, bro. Hope you have a lovely night. This boss is not hard or anything. I just keep getting confused what I'm supposed to do. Does that do anything? I wonder how many plants it takes to poison this boss. Better heal myself a little. Let's just wait for the boss to get close. Still not close enough. I'm not sure if I'm understanding this right. Not sure if even that did anything. Alright. Have a good night, Shigiban, and thanks again for the raid. And look forward to watching you finishing Tales of Arise. Let's hope there's not going to be too many more cut things. But yeah, I'm sure there's going to be more. I feel like I'm stuck. You played this game before, right, NJ? Can you give me some tips? I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Oh, come on! boss, or just have to wait for the boss to get close? I'm so confused. Keep attacking it? Like, do I just keep attacking it? And that will be enough? Okay, I'll do that then. I thought I have to constantly lure the boss close to the herbs and then attack. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's too far away. Oh! So, looks like as long as I have the buff from the herbs, I basically have poison arrow and yeah, thanks for the tip, NJ. Oh. Oh god. Okay, at least I know how to deal with this now.
全眼的毒草药性很强，若是用剧毒攻击，或许魏叔就不能恢复体力了。试试看攻击毒草，给他接上毒吧。
I think I have the point. What I need to do is mostly just. Yeah, I got one shot because it's the highest difficulty, I suppose. It doesn't seem to be ridiculously difficult, at least. Okay, I guess I need more poison buff. Okay, all the buff. Hurts. At least I got healing at least. Oh, also the Eye of the Spring will recover. But can you ignore and keep attacking? I see. Alright, I should go to sleep. Good luck with the ball. Thank you for the tips today. Have a good night, NJ. So the boss just gradually turns purple. That means it's in the process of getting poisoned, I think. Now it's poisoned. Boss is healing itself again. I hope I'm doing it right. Okay. Oh my god.
想强了我！
It does look like this boss is going to take a while. I do hope it just stays poison, but not much I can do about it. Oh, wait, I don't have the buff. Sorry, this gets a little bit boring. Oh my god. It looks like that move can potentially just one-shot me, so...
材料生产枪，若是用剧毒攻击，或许魏叔就不能恢复体力了。试试看攻击毒草，未能见上毒吧。
Yeah, I got one shot again. That moves.
可别想强了我！
The other moves of this boss is easy to dodge. That one, I think I just need to like look out for the
正面挡下来，
animation
地方躲过去。
and try not to get hit. It happens.
上善若水，时而盈之，不如其己。毒亦药，药亦毒，药毒之德，存于人心。拳手责任重大，须德勇兼备，心性至诚。
We don't have the buff. And just because you choose a game difficulty normal or hardest, you should take a while to defeat. Yeah, it does look like it. Because the bosses are way more it's probably like way more tanky, like in this highest difficulty compared to regular. It makes sense. I mean, in game design, I would rather like difficulty being done in a different way, while it's harder, not that the bosses are more spongy, but they have better AI, something like that. But yeah, giving bosses higher damage and more HP, I don't like that. Oh, okay, finally poisoned. God. not poison me. So I guess even when the boss is self-healing, I need to keep attacking so it doesn't like at least cancel all the healing. But I can't always be attacking like when this happens. Also, it's just way too spongy. Now I kind of regret for like choosing the highest difficulty. Oh my god. Constantly afraid of the boss charging up something like that one-shot move. Oh my god. Did I see any tail for that move? Maybe I just need to stay some distance away, but at the same time, Sangyo's attacks doesn't have that much range. But sorry for the
草药性很强，若是用剧毒攻击，
endless retries again.
试试看攻击毒草，会无间上毒吧。
I'm not sure, I must be doing something wrong. I guess I'll just try to stay at the maximum distance where Sangyo can still attack.
地方躲过去。
It doesn't make any sense, like he's using a crossbow. A crossbow is supposed to be able to cover way further range than what he's doing right now.
药毒之
Okay, this is
存于人心，拳手责任重大，须德勇兼备，心系至诚。
okay, finally poisoned. Oh my god, oh, I say it's this move? Oh. Wow, now I know what move that was. Jesus, at least I didn't die straight away from that. That was so much damage.